Hi guys and welcome back to another Dot Race video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 21. Round 3 of our MotoE career mode is upon us, and it's time for the Catalunya Grand Prix and the hashtag CatalanGP. So in pole position is Grant with Mikel Pons in the front row with Eric Granado, Zacconi, Perolari and Hernandez on the second, Zanoni, Akubu, Ferrari, Casadei, Tulovic and Egeta with Perez, Mantovani, Torres, Aldeguer, Iwama, Herrera and Xavi Cardelus at the back of the grid. But now it's time to look to the red lights and wait for the engines to burst into energy and to burst into life, and away we go! Decent start there for Mikel Pons from the second position. He's already rocketed into the first position. Will he be taking the whole shot going into turn 1 for the right-hander in just a moment's time? Eric Granado's there as well as we get our nose cut off a little bit by Mikel Pons. He's pushed us wide. In the meantime, much contact there from Zacconi as we go on the left-hand side, and now Zanoni there is on the right-hand side. Now Zacconi diving with the inside. Goodness me, what a treacherous start for Grant as he's been pushed down from pole position to 4th in just 3 corners, but we are fighting back ahead of Alessandro Zacconi, and we have reclaimed 3rd position as we bring on the onslaught to try and take it to Granado and Mikel Pons. But there is Zacconi on the right hand side of your screen there. He's back up onto the inside position for turn 4, and he now holds on to 3rd place. But for how long? You know, we're quick and competitive going into the TV3 in just a moment's time. So under the Michelin sign we will go. Do we go around the outside? Do we break on the inside for Zacconi? We try and go around the outside. Oh, that's a bold and brave move if I ever did see one. Wonderfully done there for Grant, going around the outside of Zacconi. I'd tell you he didn't see that coming, but he should have done. He should have read the scouting report. You know he loves to do that. We always do that in MotoGP 21. Now Eric Granado's also going to feel my wrath around the outside, going into La Caixa. Round the outside we'll go, going into the turn 10 corner. Beautifully done. Eric Granado didn't even see it coming. Wonderfully done so far. What a recovery job already from 1st to 4th, back up to 2nd in just 11 corners. Bit of an interesting one to start this one off, let me tell you. But now Mikel Pons leads the Grand Prix this season for the very first time here in MotoE. Now on the right hand side we'll go for 13. We could be replacing him and dispatching of him in the first position. We'll swap with him more momentarily, I should imagine, if we bring on the acceleration properly going across the finish line. But Mikel Pons started strong and holding strong for the time being. Medium front, medium rear for Grant so far. Usual favourite combination of MotoGP 21, and I'll probably stick with that one for the majority of the season, depending on conditions of course. But the left-hand side will go now for turn 2. The LCR man is hanging in there as much as he possibly can, but he'll know that we have a rapid man behind him in Matt Grant, the man with the Dainese leathers, the Dainese boots, the AGV helmet. You've seen it all before, you've seen the career mode videos. It's just happened to change colour this season, and now on a different motorcycle in the Energica Ego machine. But a top 8 recap so far with Pons, Grant, Granado, Zacconi, Perolari, Zanoni, Casadei, and a just brief change there from 8th position as now Yoni Hernandez takes over in that last spot of our top 8. But now onto the left hand side, Mikel Pons is actually hanging on more than I thought he would. I thought we would have already dispatched the Spaniard so far, but he's doing well in one of the home GPs. A little bit out of shape there for Grant going into the TV3. Could do with maybe doing that a little bit better for the next time around, but I'm quite surprised that Pons is hanging firm. I did kind of expect him to fade out a little bit and for us to take over, but I don't think we're going to get around. Oh, this is going to be super tight to the rear of Mikel Pons. A bit of contact has been made as Mikel Pons now takes a 0.6 of a second lead. In fact, it's way even beyond that. It's about 1.3, so he took an additional 6 or 7 tenths a second away from us for making that mistake going into La Caixa. Odd that he sort of moved across the track like that, but it is okay. It's fine what it is. I tend to always go for that outside line, which is probably not the best way to tackle La Caixa, but it's just the way I tend to do it. We're now into the Europe car for turn 13. Bring on the acceleration once again, and we're cutting that gap down from a whole second on this lap 3. So Mikel Pons, fastest man on track so far, at 150.536 for the LCR man. Brilliant job from him so far. The number 71 looking very prominent at the top there in this session so far. Whether it's going to stay there for the remainder of the Grand Prix, who knows, but good job so far for Mikel Pons. As we get on the right hand side for turn 3, 8.5 tenths of a second is the gap. It is coming down ever so quickly I don't think it's going to be long until we get onto the rear of Mikel Pons once again. We're 1/10 of a second slower than we were on the previous lap, but of course situations did change, and now we are actually doing a little bit better. You can see on the top right hand corner of your screen there, up by 1/10 of a second, so when the next split comes up, we should see a nice difference in change. But whoa, very, very careful on the rumble strips in this circuit. They can be extremely treacherous. I don't think it really affects my opinion on the track. I love the track, as you may have seen my top 10 video already of MotoGP 21 tracks. If you haven't, I would highly recommend you check it out, because I'm probably about to spoil at least one of the results, and that being that Catalunya made my top 10. So be warned and beware, and just check it out. Why not? Have a little look for MotoGP 21 top 10 tracks. It was yesterday's video, if you're not quite sure. But now on the left hand side we'll go for Lakaisha. We have eliminated that 9/10 of a second, 1 second gap. It is now down to 3/10 of a second to Mikel Pons. A whole second is clear from Eric Granado, so we have that elusive second. Do we go for the lunge here going into the 12th corner here in Catalunya? The hashtag Catalan GP, the hashtag Stay Ace Circuit, in my opinion, as we get on the right hand side for 12, now into the right hand side for 13. We're not going to do a Rossi move going into that corner here today. Maybe later, but not for the time being, not going into the 4th lap here in MotoE for Catalunya. But now across the line, it's a 1:49.931. Both men are side by side. Here they come, going into the first corner. Is Pons going to be firm on the brakes? Oh, a little bit of contact going into the first corner. Pons hanging on firm. Grant, will he get the cutback going into the second corner? Pons has the inside line. Brilliantly positioned for Mikel Pons. That is defensive riding at its best. And I tell you what, these two men are head and shoulders above the competition right now. They aren't going to be deterred by any man. And to be honest with you, this could be pretty tasty and pretty heated towards the end of this session, because I really don't see any men giving an inch in this particular battle. Grant's continuously sizing him up, waiting for that moment to shoot. But unfortunately, the shield keeps coming up from Mikel Pons. It keeps defending well. We're going to have to keep on going for the strongest points of the circuit for us and waiting for that moment. Ooh, I thought there might have been a moment there for the TV3, but Grant just quite calmly and collectively moved out of the way for Pons. But turn 9 and turn 10, this combination of corners is where we are quickest, and I've made a bit of a mistake going into the 9th corner here in Catalunya. This one in Barcelona is not a good corner for me. Turn 9 can be a little bit tough, but going into turn 10, Mikel Pons cuts across the track to cut off my nose. But don't cut my nose off to spite my face, because I'm going to try and get through going into Lakaisha. Left hand side will go. For some reason Mikel Pons hasn't got his updated helmet. I've only just noticed it, but right on the right hand side we go for turn 11. Mikel Pons hanging on firm. Brilliantly done for Pons. This is a wonderful battle so far. Really, really entertaining stuff. Brilliant competition. Pons is defending well in every corner. Grant is just waiting for that moment. You'd better believe it's coming. Just where is it coming? Where do you reckon it's going to happen? Are we going to get on through the next lap and potentially hold on to the position? Is the slipstream going to be enough to get on through with Pons? Across the line we will go. Both men practically alongside each other. Pons has got the optimal position for the first corner, though. All he'll need to do is brake a little bit later than we do, and I tell you what, hats off to Mikel Pons. It's not often you outbrake myself, and I tell you what, Mikel Pons did it today. The last of the late breakers goes to Mikel Pons. Wonderfully done for Mikel so far, but we now go into the right hand side for turn 3. Look at the speed we just picked up there. Still rocking that power setting 3. All bikes can use power setting 3 pretty much all of the entire duration of the Grand Prix, but is it going to be a lunge into the 4th corner? And it's still nothing. These are corners that I would probably go for that lunge, but I feel a little bit rusty. I don't feel I can just make it stick. I'm trying, but oh, it's going to be on time. Turn 5, is this going to be the lunge? Mikel Pons around the outside. Brilliantly done. Oh my goodness, I thought that was it. I thought I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. And then brilliantly done. Mikel Pons fights back again. Wonderfully done. We're now into turn 8 for that little small right-hander. And now for the 9th corner. You better believe on the penultimate lap, things are going to get a little bit more heated than it has been. I mean, this has been a brilliant battle so far, but it's been calm and fair. Is it going to change? But going into turn 10, it could have already changed as we go into Lakaisha. Do we have the lead? Do we retake the lead? Do we have it for now? Is it still ours for now? Is it? Mikel Pons, where are you? Is he going to be on the right side? He's still there. The LCR man is still there. I thought he was just going to launch it up on the inside, but I tell you what, smart, efficient riding for Mikel Pons right now. Brilliantly done for MP versus MG. Who's it going to be? rhyming accidentally as we get on the right hand side for the Europe car for the third to final time. Now it's a chance to get into the slipstream and get through going into turn 1. Power setting 3 is enabled, bringing on the power, going really wide here, but I just can't seem to get through on Mikel Pons, defending well again. What a wonderful opportunity this is for Mikel Pons, not just for a first podium, but for a very first victory as well in MotoE. You really can't discount that. Terrific stuff from Mikel Pons, but we go up at the inside for turn 3. Is this the move to call it quits? But no, Mikel Pons, look at the acceleration around the outside. He has to pick up the motorcycle a little bit, but are we strong enough going into the 4th corner? No way! Mikel Pons still hanging on extremely well. I am impressed, I really am. Mikel Pons, I'm a fan. Brilliantly done, but we're now going to the left-hand side for the 5th corner, and Mikel Pons is still hanging on. He's still holding on to position, but whilst this has been happening, we have been losing a lot of time to Alessandro Zacconi and Eric Granado. So if we continue to infight, who knows, maybe Zacconi's going to be there. Not on the penultimate lap at this point, but who knows what's going to happen towards the end of this Grand Prix. Turn 9 now, on the right-hand side will go. My favourite sector of the track. I do feel this is where we're strongest, but look at the acceleration that Mikel Pons just picked up then. Brilliantly done. It's coming around the outside, braking very hard. Lukaisha for turn 10. Oh my goodness, he's still hanging on firm. He's still holding on. Brilliantly done for Mikel Pons. I don't want to just shove him out of the way. I know I could easily just shove him, but I don't want to do that. You can shove that off. As we get up on the inside now for turn 11, I wasn't expecting the lunge there, but we've got the job done. I've run it wide going into turn 12, and Mikel Pons is there again. Oh my god. What a race so far, ladies and gentlemen. This has been brewing all lap long, and I tell you what, the finale is going to be something extremely special. Now into the slipstream we'll go. Turn 1 is beckoning Dr. Ace to get on through. Can we get on through this time? You better believe fingers and toes across so we can get the job done this time. Oh, a little bit of contact there from Pons and Grand, but Pons still somehow outbreaks me once again. Is this man a glitch? Is this man a cheat code? This is unbelievable as Mikel Pons fights back again. This is, oh my goodness, I'm getting tense now because I've just realised this is the final lap. There's nothing more after this one. We have to beat him here now on this lap. Where are we going to go for the lunge? I have absolutely no idea. My usual strong points, he still continues to respond. I feel like I'm getting better and better at the game again, getting my feeling back, but it's not there 100% just yet, as Mikel Pons will continue to go for that tighter line going into the 5th corner. That was a mistake to go wide. I thought I might be able to bait him in a little bit, but it certainly didn't work. Going into the TV3, we are stellar. Can we get really, really close to him? Left-hand side will go right into the course, close to the apex there, as we now go into the 8th corner, going underneath the TSO sign for turn 9. Are we going to be close enough once again? Oh, it's going to be a little twitch from Grant on board the Energico Eagle machine. Pons having the ride of his life right now. The number 71 holding the 47 back, going around the outside for Lukaisha. If we can't get the job done here, then I better believe that it's over. There's no... Oh, we've run it wide. We've had to pick up the motorcycle. Don't give me a penalty. I really don't want that right now. Mikel Pons holding firm. He runs a little bit deep for 11. I like to go for the tighter apex. We're through going into 11. Is this going to be the move to take the victory? Is Pons going to reply? Is Pons going to respond? Not quite, it seems. Running a little bit deep on the rumble strip. Chucking into the right-hander for Europe car. There is Mikel Pons. He's up on the inside. Alongside it, 2 men going towards the final corner. The final line. I can't even speak anymore. Going across the line. Is this going to be the victory? It is. Brilliantly done for Grant. Wow. That was super, super close, but Grant holds on firm against Mikel Pons and takes the victory, with Alessandro Zacconi finishing in 3rd place. Wow, what a terrific race, and I tell you what, 3rd Grand Prix victory in a row for Matt Grant puts him 36 points clear from Eric Granado and 38 clear from Perolari. Mikel Pons shoots up the ranking to 7th place with 26 points. Now looking at the team championship, the Trentino Gresini MotoE team lead by a country mile ahead of the Tech 3 E-Racing team, and what a brilliant performance that truly was. So I tell you what guys, amazing performance, what a race. Mikel Pons was absolutely fantastic, Grant was stunning, just awesome stuff. I really hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I had making the video and also commentating it as well. But upon that note guys, as always, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment and subscribe, and even consider hitting the notification bell to be alerted to every single Dot Race upload and live stream. Thanks for watching guys, and ciao for now. Oh hi! Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more Dot Race content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single Dot Race video.